Oh, hey. Hey, am I on? I'm on. Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. I got company with me here today. Leslie Plazz, Zazoo Plazz in the woods. Guess what? It's almost time for Halloween. That'll be just about one of my favorite holidays, if not the favorite holiday here in New England. October 24th, 2021. I'm in the beautiful woods. I don't have to go very far. Made it out here. It's about 4:30. Look at the beautiful foliage. I'm just going to turn it around so you can see all the beautiful. Oh, it's not quite peak here in Connecticut, but we're getting there. Probably next week, in time for my birthday. My birthday's 2 days after Halloween. So, yeah, I made it out here. Whew. All my clothes are right side out this week. But my son, last week, came home from college. The younger one brought us a cold. His roommate gave it to him, and he brought it home. So I'm doing the chicken soup thing. Don't worry, I won't breathe on you or anything. But, when you have a cold, it makes you think, it just makes you more conscious of everything. Am I drinking enough water? Or am I this? Am I that? Blah. I don't want to think about that stuff. I have too many fun ideas I want to think of. For me, health is just, hold on. It's precious in that it enables me to do all the other cool stuff that I want to do. So I'm thankful to the universe for it, for good health. But at the same time, you don't want to, stew about it. You know what I mean? Oh, there's all kinds of things dropping on me here, leaves and stuff. So, it's like this. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to start off with a fun little story today. It's Halloween time, which means that the veil between the unseen spirit world and the seen is very thin. It's the thinnest it is all year. And the next couple of months are going to be like, woo. So, I live in a house full of men. I'm just going to share this quick story because it illustrates the point, as usual. So, when the kids moved out for college, we had two big bins, one save and one get rid of. Oh, and then we had a not sure. So, I found this little toy that we had bought one Halloween for when the kids were little. It's missing a leg now. One of the legs fell out. But so I had turned it on thinking, oh, it's dead. It's not going to work, It's one of those fake spider things. The dog looks at it and goes, what, you're trying to scare me with that? So it's obviously a fake, right? So I was playing with it, and I tossed it back in the box of save, thinking, or don't know, thinking, it's a fun thing to have around at Halloween. And put some batteries in it, maybe it'll start working. My husband and I are sitting in the living room, we're talking, and all of a sudden we hear this kind of sounds like a rodent trying to get into the basement through the hatchway. So he's like, what is that? Do we have rats? He's going, poking around, looking at the thing. We're looking outside. We turned the whole house upside down. And he said, wait a minute. So he looks in the box. And it's the spider, which apparently still had a little juice left in it. And it was trying to get up the box and get out. So basically what happened was we took an incident that was funny and like this big, right? This was the level of the problem. Turn the little switch and turn it off. Sound stops. We turned a problem that was this big into a problem that was this big. Okay. I'm going to put Mr. Spider down for now and let him do his thing over here. Okay, so you see where I'm going with this. It's that time of year, you know, and it's the time in history. See, this is what I've been thinking lately. Because, you know, when you got a cold and stuff, it's like you have all this time to like think and, you know, search online for all kinds of like, is orange juice good for me or not? And then you get like 100,000, yes, it's good. No, it's not. Yes, it's good. No, it's not. So I have a little cup of juice once a week and rinse my mouth after for the harmful, sugary, acidic effects it would have on my teeth. And, you know, just drink a damn glass of juice and get over it, you know, is what I want to say to myself. It's just really, I can't get that 5 minutes back where I searched on whether apple cider vinegar distilled in water is good for me or bad for me, you know? So what do I take? Because my mom, you know, my whole life, my mother was the queen of nutrition, you know? She would give me all kinds of vitamins, and so she was, but she did it in the spirit of, you don't want to get sick, you know, you're going out there into the world, you don't want to get sick, you want to take this vitamin, take that vitamin, take this. And what I felt when I got out into the world was, do I really need all those vitamins? If I eat this, I'll be healthy. And if I, you know, eat a good diet and, you know, say, oh, you gotta take vitamin C, you gotta take this, take that. So it's been a lifelong process for me, and what I've come to is I close my eyes, I check in with my body, and then I find that what I've been doing all along, the habits that resonate with me, I've kept up, and they work for me. Did they work for somebody else? I don't know. I don't think about any one thing long enough to be an expert on it. But what I can tell you from Zazoo Plazz, and this forms the basis for many of my stories, my frustration in trying to reach a level of certainty and security in my life, which does not exist on this plane, this earth that we live in. The best you can do is try for it in a spiritual plane, right? And keep your faith in yourself as a divine spark of light in the universe, which you say to yourself every morning. That is the part that will keep you safe. The faith in your being a spirit in a human body, protected, no matter what happens. ACV or no, you know. I always liked apple cider, but, you know, and here's another thing. Moderation, balance. If you have a question about something, you probably shouldn't do it. You know, orange juice has a lot of sugar. I tried some and I'm like, oh, it's really sweet, but it's got calcium in it. Ugh. So things that used to taste good to me, I don't have anymore because they don't taste good to me anymore. Trust your body. It's that song. Okay, so that song, when I was preparing for today, that song by Sting, If I Ever Lose My Faith, If I Ever Lose My Faith in You. I think it was 90s. I think that was from Summoner's Tales. I have to look it up. But it's a Sting song. And he says, I don't know what I would do if I lost my faith in you. And I used to think, you know, he goes through, and what a perfect song for now. I used to think it was like Losing My Religion by R.E.M., where he's losing, he's losing his faith in but I, like in organized religion, and that's true. And he talks about how all of these things, politics, religion, all those things that would get fired up, traditional ways of being in our society. I'm not going to go into them because you know what they are. And this is a humor video. But all I'm going to say is, I kind of feel like that. I kind of feel like one by one, the better I get to know myself, the more I kind of, I have more faith in myself and my divine assistance, and less in all of those things of society which come and go. So, uh-oh, it's flashing at me. Hold on. I'm going to pause here.